and federal government, and that's what has brought about the new deadline set for August of 2024. Statistics shows that 53 million liters of petrol per day production capacity is what it has. 1 billion liters of premium motor spirit imported monthly into Nigeria, right? So these are the concerns, that come, to bear. But let's just open the phone lines at this point, get to hear Nigerians. Let's get to know what your thoughts would be. I mean, a new agenda, a new timeline has been set by Dangote right there, saying that, hey, August of this year would be the time when, he's going to come, full stream, coming, talking about the fuel, get into the market and everything. And it seems as we speak, there's been a resolve, between whatever the crisis may be between Dangote, the IOCs, the Nigerian government, the NNPCL. Everything seems to be to have come to a close. There's been a denouement, a settlement, an understanding, memorandum of understanding, if you like. Do you think that there might be positives from this as we look forward to better days, the coming, before the end of the year?
Yes, I think they'll be positive because such a giant company being established by Dangote Group is not something that Nigeria will not have a huge benefit from. But then it appears like some of the agreement or MOU, there are misunderstanding, or there are things that are not really working well, because if you observe, before this revelation yesterday, Dangote have already lamented with regards to interest rates that has been this tax regime we have with regards to present administration. It's stifling some companies out of business. It's really, making some companies to shut down. But then, reality is here. Several times, Dangote Group have announced to us that they will come in full capacity producing. Up till now, they keep shifting, just like the Nigerian government. This company was commissioned by the former president before he left office. 1 year down the line, they are still making promises. This month will come, they shift another next month, another next month will come. There's no way you make production. You refine crude that all the products, including kerosene, fuel, gasoline, that you will not get them. It's not something that you produce this one today, tomorrow you produce another. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
So, are they storing the one they have produced? Right. Are they selling it outside?
Well,
you understand?
Those big questions.
If we can release the last month diesel, and he crashed diesel price from 1,800, 1,600 as the case may be to 1,200 as the case may be today, which we gave thumbs up. We are very happy about. We're expecting to release other products at the same time. Other products like kerosene, fuel, to at least support the energy sector and reduce the suffering that Nigerian masses are facing today with regards to overtaxation that we are seeing with this present day government.
All right, let's put it back to your thoughts right there and go pay some bills. We'll be right back. This is Eagles Outlook right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
My people, the thing where they happen for my area,
Do you think I will now find out that you have contract to bring fresh girls?
I brought you from the gutters. Who gave you all the connects? MDG who? Without me, you would have been nobody. But
Join Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Human Trafficking, MICAT, on I Wish I Knew radio drama every Saturday at 10 a.m. Let us join hands and kick human trafficking out of our communities. I Wish I Knew radio drama, brought to you by MICAT in partnership with the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and funded by the Embassy of Denmark in Nigeria.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
In 2022, she shook the world with her Real Warri Pikin Unfiltered, successfully selling out Warri, London, Milton Keynes, Manchester, Ghana, and Abuja. Now, she is back again with something special. The Real Warri Pikin Unapologetically Me comedy special, where in her words, she plans to make sweet love to you guys.
Area, where they play?
Oh my God, you don't shut it down.
Mark your calendars as the date is Sunday the 28th of July. Venue, This Day Dome, Abuja. Ticket categories, regular 10,000 Naira, VIP 50,000 Naira, Premium 100,000 Naira, Executive 200,000 Naira. Tickets are available on realwarriorpeking.com and physically at all Razor Sharp Collection outlets in Abuja. For contact and inquiries, please call 0703-656-5675. Sponsored by Maltida, Goldberg, Airpeace, and Fidelity Bank. Partners, Lisa Seeds, Mshell Homes, Sense Tracy, and Dexon Security.
Meet your partner, Eagles FM Abuja.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable.
Eagles 102.3.
That's right, it is still Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day with Citizen Strong Authority because you gave us the bragging right. We're still talking matters that border around the topical issue, Dangote Refinery, Nigeria's energy future. And let's also bring to your eardrums the fact that we have our guest, who's in the person of Comrade Gerald Okachi. It's a human rights activist, a public affairs commentator and social analyst, and to also let you in to some research. According to reports by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), the country's oil production has been declining due to various factors including pipeline vandalism and crude oil theft, and this decline has resulted in a significant reduction in the country's oil revenue, making it challenging for the government to meet its financial obligations. And now in comparison, other West African countries like Angola and Ghana have made significant progress in developing their oil industries, with Angola being the second largest oil producer in sub-Saharan Africa. Ghana, on the other hand, has discovered new oil fields which are expected to increase its oil production capacity. And there are fears that, hey, if these countries continue in the way that they go, they might just topple whatever it is Nigeria, might be doing, or whatever position Nigeria is holding at the time. Now, let's look at some of the international best practices where the oil industry suggests that countries should prioritize development of their local oil industries to reduce dependence on foreign oil and increase energy security. And additionally, regulatory frameworks should be put in place to ensure that oil industry operates in an environmentally and socially responsible manner, right? And of course, that is just what it is. Some people, experts, have also recommended the place of increased local crude oil production, improve regulatory framework, diversify energy sources, increase transparency and accountability. Now, let's hear from you right about now. 0907-353-0044 is that number to call. The other number is 0908-766-8888, and the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Dangote Refinery is set to get the crude out there in the system in August of 2024. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Is this Moses?
Moses.
All right, Moses. Right. Welcome aboard. Talk to me.
I am always pleased when you bring your guest to this platform. It's a man of analysis.
Right.
And I appreciate God for his life. We wish that such people should have way into the government to advise the government. Well, many things have been said on this platform on the issue of this refinery.
Right.
And what will I say? We are living in a measure of promises. The past administration, Buhari, left all his promises. 4 refineries promised us that it will work, and none is working. Then another problem is the accountability or the accountability of percentage or allocations of this oil. Who is behind it? Who should give an account? Because this refinery, there should be a committee that will be monitoring these people. Because there's no accurate account on how this our crude oil is being exported, the income of the money, how it's being spent. That is another corruption on its own. So there is this corruption in this our refinery NNPC sectors. So committees should be set up if really they want to investigate. That's number. Then number 2, what is making these refineries not to work? What is making it not to work? Every day we are talking about, people are saying the oil subsidy you remove, push it into our refineries to work.
Right.
Look at what you came up with. Angola, Ghana, all these people begin to refine begin to discover oil now. You get the point?
Right.
So what is happening? What is making this challenge to face this country called Nigeria? Then another thing again is that who are those frustrating our refineries to work? Include the local refinery. Last time Dangote came out, he said there are cabals. Up to date, we are waiting to see those cabals being discovered and their name being put on the scene up to date to the day. So what is happening? So it simply means there are people working against the refinery to enable Nigerians to suffer. This is a blessing from God given to us in this country. Look at how we are suffering for it. Sometimes they make it so difficult in the sense that the external challenge also enforce those things to come upon. Does it mean that this refinery has been given out already? I don't know. Help me find out research.
All right.
Yeah. Does it mean this refinery, somebody has taken it over already? Thank you. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Moses, for that one, though. Moses asking a question. Does it mean that these refineries has been taken over by probably an individual or individuals or international, the international community right there? Well, hello, comrade. Comrade, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, well, some question being asked right there by Moses, who's a family member. You heard his thoughts. What would be your right to respond on it?
Yes, he asks a very valid question, which is valid to an extent. You know, those cabals he mentioned, I mean, those that are responsible, that are making our refineries not to work, are at it again. They are the ones that are frustrating these Dangote refineries. And not just Dangote refineries, they are also frustrating other refineries from taking off. You recall that during the President Mohamed Buhari regime, there was a time he was very sick that he traveled and spent some months. And then the vice president, acted in his capacity then. That period, I watched an interview of a particular lady on one of the national TV television, where she said that they can sell fuel less than 15 naira. And what they produce in the Greek, they are disposing it to those that are bringing it to filling station at 20-25 naira per liter. And some cases, they will carry all this fuel and go and put inside a vessel and claim that they have imported it, and that some of their products have more quality than, just like what Dangote said a few last week, that some of the products that are being shipped to Nigeria are products with low quality and have issues. Now, that the lady in that interview said that the product they produce, has more quality than the one we import, and in some cases they will buy them and go and put in their vessel and claim that they ship them in to collect subsidy. And if you are new in the market, they say to you at 30 naira per liter that they should give them license. When even acting president then, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, promised to give them license before the return of our president then, and the whole thing Dabaru. Then I was asking myself, what is wrong with us? If those are the Greek, we are normally go to bomb and destroy such which is illegal. Why don't we make them legal? If a woman can come out and say that what they produce, they can sell it even less than 15 naira, why are we deliberately suffering our people? And in that interview, she claimed that some of the workers, they pay them during the day 20,000 naira per day. Some at night they pay them 40. If you are working night shift, 40,000 naira per night, and you work 1 week, you go and rest for another week or 2 weeks. That most of the big boys in the Niger Delta area are not Yahoo boys. Some of them work with them. Imagine somebody that makes 40 or 20,000 naira per day. At the end of the year, what he will be earning. And at the end of the day, what they produce, they sell it less than 20-25 naira per liter to those that are selling to us. As at then, when they were selling fuel at 180 something naira per liter.
Right.
So what is wrong with us?
Let me put a peg to your thoughts.
There's no sincerity of purpose.
Yeah, let me put a peg to your thoughts and take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, Mr. Henry calling from...
You're calling from where?
Abo.
All right, Mr. Henry, welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Yeah, I greet you and your guest. Your guest is really making a very nice point.
Right.
Yeah, I've been saying this down without number. Our enemy, the people ruling Nigeria, they are our enemy. Look at the analysis just give it now. This thing is very simple. We have this food in abundance. But we are finding it difficult. We are even just forget about buying it higher. We are finding it even difficult to buy now. Come to questions us now. There are queues everywhere. Not that they are giving you free. We are finding it in a high position. Why can't these people help farmers in Nigeria? Because as this war is getting harder, that is how things are increasing in the market. People are not finding it funny. Why are the people ruling Nigeria so wicked? I don't know. And they said we are copying the policies of America and China. But that is not what is happening in China. If any corrupt leader find wanted in China, he knows where he belongs to. So please, they should do something. We should not stop talking. We have to talk because we feel the heart now. When that is happening again, every few questions, especially that I pass now, there is queue. And because of the queue, I don't know. Okay, look at our local refineries. There are people, why can't you legalize them as you said? Let me be legalized at least. The issue of subsidy or importing, we don't know. But they don't, because they are doing their business. They are just there to make money out of. I don't know where we are going from here. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, though, Mr. Henry. Taking another call. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning to your guest.
Yeah.
Felix from Lambert.
Felix. All right, Felix, let's get into it.
Your guest has spoken very well.
Right.
And he's so expository in his analysis.
Right.
And I appreciate him for that.
Okay.
The last authentic Minister of Petroleum we had was Dizani. Up to now, the list of Dizani is all over the world. She sees scattering it everywhere. She has not come to Nigeria to account. After Dizani, no president has appointed any Minister of Petroleum. And you can understand the business that is going on there. It's wholesome. The cabal and the president are doing wholesome business there. Look at the force which they try to put away modular refinery, because modular refinery pose a threat to them. The modular refineries are doing well, and if modular refineries have been allowed to exist, the cabal would have lost all their business interests, because Nigeria would have been better off for it. But where their power, they oppose modular refineries, and they are not they refuse modular refineries from existing so that they can continue in business. I am from Biafra. I am from the creeks. I know what goes on there. God bless you, my God.
All right, God bless that right there. Okay, well, and it brings to question, the question of, is it a normal thing? Is it natural? Is it normal practice for an oil-producing country to mortgage its crude to other countries, making it hard to service local needs? And little research that I've done, in fact, shows that it's not normal, right? Most oil-producing countries prioritize meeting the demands of domestic demands before exporting crude oil, but we have seen the reverse right here. And even though Nigeria's situation, of course, is seen to be a very unique one due to limited refining capacity, where Nigerian refineries are underutilized, which leads to a reliance on imported petroleum products. Another place would be the corruption and mismanagement, right? Decades of corruption and mismanagement hindering the development of the country's energy sector, lack of investment, inadequate investment in the energy sector, resulting in a shortage of refining capacity and infrastructure. And of course, you might also want to consider the place of dependence on foreign exchange, where Nigeria is depending heavily on foreign exchange earnings from crude oil exports to service its economy. And that is what has led to the situation where Nigeria exports a significant significant portion of its crude oil while struggling to meet, its domestic fuel demands, and that's resulting in frequent fuel shortages and imports. And it's really absurd. But then let's go hear from a couple of messages, family members right there via the WhatsApp, and then we'll get back to our guest, who's in the person of Comrade Gerald Okachi. Taking this one right here, I see it. It says, "Good morning, UD. Good morning to you. This is James from Suleja." Okay, once again, he says, all right, welcome aboard, James. He says, Nigeria is a huge crime scene. Nigeria is a huge crime scene. It is really, really sad and unfortunate, the kind of stories we hear from our leaders. First things first, let me ask again, who is the current Minister of Petroleum? The President is. He has the powers of a minister and a commander-in-chief, so whichever way we want to look at it, he's aware and part of the rot in the oil sector. Let us even assume the President isn't aware of the whole federal government Dangote arrangement. In what world does it make any sense that the current minister and president isn't aware of an arrangement as sensitive as this? Let us not even go into the details of the arrangement because it reeks of monumental fraud in the highest places. Dangote received all the forex he needed for his refinery from the federal government at outrageous rates. It is clear the leadership are the ones sabotaging themselves because Nigerians are docile. UD, are you aware that NNPC imports bad and heavy fuel for Nigerians? Well, I know that conversation has been out there, but the NNPC had come out to refute in that, James. All right. But then just recently, the Minister of State for Petroleum came out to tell Nigerians that the Kaduna Refinery wasn't calibrated to refine Nigerian crude, and we used to import from Venezuela. Can you imagine that? Okay, these people are intentionally playing on the intelligence of Nigerians right there. That's what James is saying at the moment. Right. Anyways, comrade, quite a mouthful, quite a handful. What will be your thoughts on these?
Why we have continued, just like some of our listeners, put it with regards to those that put in their message, right, saying that Nigeria is a crime scene. I cannot agree to anything less, because if you look at what is happening, I don't know whether I can say that it's only in Nigeria that you see this kind of things, and why he continues to repeat himself and continue to happen over time and time again, is because there are no consequences for bad behavior. If you look at countries that take issue of corruption, bribery and what have you seriously, you can't see this kind of things happen. People sabotaging their nation just for selfish gain, sabotaging their nation because of their as of today now. If you identify maybe one cabal or one group of people that are sabotaging the society, the next you will hear is that it is our thief, not your thief. It is our turn, not your turn. Is he the first person? Mr. A happened to do such a thing. What did you do to Mr. A? Therefore, you are giving coloration and the reason for such a person to continue to perpetuate such evil. Dangote, as it stands today, yes, has some benefits that or privileges or support that the government gave him to build that refinery, that in return Nigerian people will benefit. But today, maybe he has edge over the government because some of the agreements reached, maybe they are not living up to. So I don't know who will tackle who as it stands today. The commander-in-chief is the Minister of Petroleum, and I'm sure that as Minister of Petroleum, even before he became commander-in-chief, before he became president, he is aware of what is happening there. He's the one that built Lekki Free Trade Zone. He's one that even started it as a governor before other subsequent administrations, advanced it to the state that Dangote came there to invest. So he's aware of what is happening there. It becomes 6.5 dozen. Who will tackle who? I think they should come to round table. Have the interest of the people. Have the interest, because all these things ends here. No matter whatever you acquire, one day you will go without them.
But comrade,
none of them will go with
comrade,
you.
Just before you go ahead, right? There is a question that I'm sure is on the lips of the listener right now. When you look at the fact that there has been a reduction for the NNPC's reduced stake in Dangote Refinery, and some of the questions would be, what does this mean for Nigeria's ability to control its own energy sector, right? What implications are there?
It means that the price of fuel will go up.
Right.
It may say more than 1,000 naira. You understand? If that is the question you are asking, what does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
It simply means the influence to determine the price of fuel. But that's the most important commodity that Nigerian people need with regards to other over 8,000 products that we get for crude. The most important among all of them is fuel, because with fuel, it stimulates the economy and reduces the suffering and other challenges we are facing. It simply means fuel. We say more than what is being sold today, whereas we are expecting that when Dangote comes into the Nigerian market, everything will crash, everything, because we are not, all these things are not being purchased with dollar. There will be no landing costs, there will be no subsidy again. It will become that is purchasing.
Yeah, do you think it will also give us economic? Do you think it will give us economic benefits and job creation?
Yes, certainly. So far, we have economic benefits that we are getting from them for the people that they have employed.
Comrade,
for some of the things stimulate the economy with those.
Comrade, it's pretty hard now to get you
as well or subsidized.
Yeah. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. A line is breaking right now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I think yes. You might. Let's put a cap to it. Put your cap to it. Let's round up. Everything.
Okay. So.
All right, comrade. Let me reach out to you again. Let me reach out to you again. Right. I don't know, for some reason though, is pretty hard to connect. But Nigerians are really asking, some strong questions right there. Some of which border around energy security and all of that. What are the, what are the implications of relying on foreign crude oil for Nigeria's energy security, and how can the country ensure a stable energy supply? Could be one of those questions that is on your mind. And when we talk about regulatory framework. Right, so there's also some concerns, in that regard. Hello, comrade, are you there? Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Right. Yeah, you might want to put a cap to it for want of time.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, put a cap to it for want of time. Wrap up. Hello.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
So
can you hear me?
Yeah, just wrap up in 1 minute. Let's get your final thoughts on it.
I think it's time both the Minister of Petroleum, not the issue of NNPC again. Let the president, invite Dangote. Let them have heart-to-heart talk with regards to the interests of the country. Some of the challenges that Dangote is facing, no, be only Dangote. By December, Bua will come live on stream. So they should have the heart-to-heart talk. Find a way to ameliorate some of the challenges Dangote is facing, and find a way to influence Dangote to drop fuel, because all these things I see it as a signal that price of fuel may not even go down from what we anticipate that when it comes live on stream. And this that we even more trigger people with regards to some of the planned protests and the anger that's already in the land.
Right.
Living wages have not been reached, and we are getting signals that things may even get worse. So you should call Dangote, have a one-on-one meeting, then reshuffle the NNPC management. The current management, I don't understand them. Several times they told us that although our local refineries will come live on stream, at the end of the day, stories we enter, they will keep shifting. They should change the management, and him as the Minister of Petroleum should be in the field to do oversight. It's not something that you give directive. Go to the field, tell us, look at what you have seen on the ground. If you go to the field on a monthly basis, checking all these refineries, I'm sure by now the refinery would have.
All right, comrade Kachi. Yeah, comrade Kachi. We cannot go any further, but I want to appreciate you for your time, with us to have this discourse, and we look forward to having more conversation with you in the coming day.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Right. Well, I know that we also had a message from Tekenbi, who's messaging from Nasarawa State right there, said he's listening from there. Kudos, well done, thank you. He says, I wanted to ask our guest if Is there any way those cabals can be dealt with? We are tired of them taking these saying, James, I'm not going to be able to take all of these messages, though, that you have sent. But anyways, thank you. And to you listening from wherever it is that you may be listening from, thank you, far too kind. And let us also let you in on the fact that there is a Dangote refinery. There is a Niger Delta Petroleum Resources refinery. There is a Walter Smith Refining and Petrochemical Company Limited. There is an Edo refinery, Ezekiel refinery. These refineries indeed are all there, and with hopes that they would contribute to what is going on and help ameliorate whatever it is that we are facing as a country in the oil sector. Thank you, far too kind. This is what we say bye-bye. Tomorrow is yet another time. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is Eagles 102.3 News, your number one radio experience you can count on.